shift March 26 convention date. That's according to the APC governors. And just beside that story, ASU strike. Ngige updates Buhari says federal government has paid 92 billion naira so far. Other stories on the front page of the Daily Independent. Ukraine conflict, oil price hit 7-year high of 107 US dollars. Buhari to visit London for check-up again. Now, court sacks Taraba APC executives. Buhari seeks amendment to recently assented Electoral Act. On the red sleeve below the paper, politics should bring about development, not violence. That's according to former President Goodluck Jonathan. Those are all the stories you can find on the Daily Independent this Wednesday morning. Away from there to move on next to the Punch newspaper. It leads its newspaper this morning with the federal government loses out. National Assembly affirms states power to collect VAT with 2 riders there. Lagos Akwa Ibom Hill lawmakers on value-added tax borrow. Then just below it, Electoral Act amendment on appointees unconstitutional. That see governors meet Buhari, say March 26 convention stays. ASU's demand mustn't violate government fund. Separate politics from security. LCCI warns federal government. Delta vessel explosion, 5 bodies recovered. Rescuing the nation this morning. Senators, reps, no to bill seeking VAT for federal government. Almost all the papers have the Constitution Review as their major story for this morning. ASU has received 92 billion naira, says federal government. Buhari, Oyetola, Tinubu, Kalu eulogized Adeboye at 80. President goes on 2-week medical vacation. VIN customs agents meeting ends in deadlock. All right, more stories of the nation this morning. Buhari turns down governor's plea to drop Adamu. Those are the stories you can find on the Nation newspaper. And finally, the last paper we will review for this morning is the Leadership newspaper. Also, it has Constitution Review as its banner headline. President, governors may go to jail for rejecting legislative summons. Several riders there. National Assembly passes bill administrative financial autonomies for local.
And so much. If the constitution is imperfect, we probably would require to start listening to people who have been arguing that we require to convoke another constituent assembly to look at the constitution, work out the constitution that is going to represent the wishes, aspirations, and yearnings. And I'm not too sure that they have had up to 10 amendments to that constitution. Even though that democracy is about 400 years old. The purpose of what I'm saying is that sometimes too, it is not how cumbersome or how voluminous or having all items human activities in the constitution that really matter. No, the constitution is supposed to be a mere guiding organic law that will be top of all other laws. The courts where there are lacunas in the constitution will fill in the gap. When there are lacunas in the constitution, customs, law, precedent, and even peer review mechanism will come in to fill the constitution. The rate at which we are going, at the end of the day, our constitution will become an encyclopedia that is so unwieldy, not just to carry around, but to also operate. Now to the substance of the constitution. I will agree with the National Assembly that the refusal to reserve seats for women in the National Assembly and the Federal Assembly is a well thought out decision. It is very difficult, and we shall be set to start receiving seats for certain classes or categories of people in society. If you research this for women, all the other sectors of the economy, what we have, or the people who represent us, or who are representing the Nigerian society. So these are lessons that we need to look at. With regards to VAT, I think the National Assembly has also done well and not putting the VAT on exclusive legislation. In fact, I would have preferred that the collection of that will remove totally from the hands of the federal government. The federal government already has not so.
Well, I don't want us to dwell so much on the constitution review because we will discuss.
I think the president merely acting or pander to the wisdom or to the clamor of the Nigerian people that they should attempt sign that electoral bill into law. And whatever misgivings they have, they should send it to the National Assembly so that the law can be amended accordingly. Furthermore, you and I know that the Electoral Act has postulated or has a provision to make, which says that whatever political party are going to be fielding a candidate in the election must send the names of those candidates to INEC at least 180 days before the election of that. If the president didn't sign the electoral act, there are provisions of the law, of the INEC law, of the electoral act, will become very difficult to meet. And furthermore, laws are not iron cap. As there are challenges as there are new development society, in science, in the economy, and all that, you will require from time to time to revisit your law, to bring them up to date with what is happening in the society. So, the president asking the National Assembly to kind of amend that electoral act. These are the provisions that says that political appointees cannot participate in delegate elections of their party and some other political activities. Is not in fact with the provisions of the Nigerian Constitution. It's also a violation of the fundamental rights of people. And furthermore, the Constitution has taken adequate care of whatever misgivings the National Assembly have to solve one problem and then deny people their fundamental human rights to actively participate, not just in what is happening in their party, but also in what is happening in the environment.
All right, let's talk about the president. He have handed over power to his vice. What are your thoughts exactly?
Well, that is the shame of the Nigerian nation. How many times have you heard that the American president is sick or has some health challenges and he will not fly for 10 weeks of treatment? How many times have you heard that the Japanese president of Premier will go to London for treatment? But here, our political airlines and our airlines in general, they are very, very political. They are people who are totally backing the state. We have 20 years of this democracy. And the president administration, the president has been in government for 7 years now. Whatever modernization he requires to do in the end, we have no vision, we have of the people, ability to guarantee food security, and ability to provide housing, transportation for the people. Well, it is too late to start discouraging or asking this Mr. President not to go at all, to cater to them. He has only a few months left by 2023 officially. Our admonition to be to whoever. I have given this example before. The Saudi monarchy and most of the people they deal with and the Arab world and the African countries used to come to Nigeria and cover the food. I mean, like if you vote for pampers wearing politicians and big people and candidates for the food rally, come to the next election, the situation will even be worse than what you are seeing under President Muhammadu Buhari. Because the effect of further terrorists as he came into power without much being done in that area. You recall and some of these other things around there.
All right, let's move away from the president's foreign trip. Let's talk about other issues that are giving Nigerians some concern. Let's talk about our education sector. You know, ASU is still on it, warning strike. And yesterday, a video was trending. The NANT, association, they went on a courtesy visit to the education minister, and they presented their case, although it was not really a palatable one. There was a bit of, some friction between the minister and the student. But then that's just by the side. ASU is in the news. ASU has received 92 billion naira. That's a...
What I've always been talking about, that if a society is going to develop, if African nations, especially Nigeria, which also be the side of the black race, is going to catch up with all those developments of the world, three fundamental issues require to be addressed. One is total modernization, overhaul, or massive investment in education, especially science. Go and check all the of the world that have developed, whether it is China, whether it is Japan, whether it is the US, and what have you. Two things are at the bottom of their development. For a country like Nigeria, they have very, very good schools where all sorts of researches are being conducted and the outcome of the researches are being commercialized. They don't joke with that. In the US too, you have the electorate who are vigilant. If you do what the conservatives expect you to do, if you do what the law France act and all, they have no respect. I mean, the law, we don't have respect for them. Just like the common man, the politician is tired and the fly are subjected to the same law. And that is a kind of restraint on whoever we want to cut corners and engage in excess. The second one is particularly leadership. If you don't have a leader who has vision, who could project, this country will require to have this number of hospitals in these different locations with this kind of equipment to be able to cater to the health needs of the people. Then such a leader will not be the decision to put hospitals and hospitals on ground that will meet the average needs of the people. If you have leaders who didn't go to school or who have no value to education, whatever else they say will be Greek to them. They don't understand because they are not a product of quality education, even though they are telling their own children abroad to go and read or learn or acquire knowledge in most of the most advanced or most of the airline schools that we have abroad. The third one is vigilant leadership, vigilant followership. The Nigerian people are too tolerant of their leaders, even the political leaders. In some other countries of the world, when the president here to say he's going abroad for treatment, there will be upward. People will go to the airport and deposit and cross the tarmac and refuse to allow the private jet of the president to fly abroad for treatment. When have you seen our people engage in that kind of affirmative action? Look at the little that Omokiri was able to do when the president last visited Britain for treatment. He came all the way from the US, mobilized the Nigerian community in the south to go and around the president when he went to London for treatment. And the president had to capture that kind of that political issue. For me, it was on all the papers of law and also carried by the local media. Those are the kind of things. Those are the kind of things that we check the exercise of our leaders. Those are the kind of affirmative action that we require
are back at home, and at the end of the day, they seem not to have a sense of direction. This has become a perennial issue
in the political terrain. Why do I say this? People who have no value for education, people who concentrate their energy on politics, people who
leave ASU for now and move on to other issues that let's stay with